What's up, everybody? It is the final week of Season 7. Well, technically, we got 2 more weeks of drill modes ahead of us, at least, before Season 8 kicks off. But this is the War Report of Cloudwing Valley. We have been doing this for 2 seasons now. This is our 2nd season of doing these little videos. There is a accompanying website, conquersbladehub.com. You can head over there, check out all of the data, all the stuff that you want to see. Each of your houses has its own profiles. You got data analysis on there. You got who owns what fiefs. Even the fiefs are starting to have maps and what resources they have and all kinds of other stuff. So we're adding a bunch of new stuff in there. Look forward to another season. Come Season 8, we're going to be doing this all over again, starting all up again. We're going to go through. I'll have even more stuff for you guys. So hopefully we can take it to the next level. Maybe even get the crew from my games to give me some prizes to give away each week. We'll see. And yeah, so this is Saturday, June 12th, 2021. And I'm Faklada of the Goshkia. And this was really a dramatic and exciting week. I mean, in general, just everything that happened this week just kind of came to a head tonight. And like the world blew up. Like, it was crazy. It was off the hook. So we're going to go through this. I have a few new things to show you, and I will show you guys that along the way. So stay tuned for that. But first up, I want to show you some alliance changes, because some things changed, like, right last minute. So check that out. Okay, so Lonely Hearts Club left Rebellion, joined the Lumberjacks, started their own little alliance. The Autobots, Imperium, and Spartan's Glory literally formed this alliance up like minutes before TW started. Like, literally, they formed it up minutes before. Midway Kings joined the Rabble Alliance and put up a good fight with them tonight. Odin joined the Rebellion, and that was kind of an interesting development. All of this like happened in the last couple days. Like, it was like 2 days worth of all these alliance changes. So it was really shaping up to be a interesting TW tonight, and what we got was very interesting. So we're going to start over in the Borderlands. So here's where we were on Tuesday. As you remember, some houses decided to come over here, throw up their little swords, and take down a bunch of the YT thieves. This was almost purely yellow the week before. And here's where it sits now. So I do need to make the Goblin's color a little more drastically different than the Yellow Turban's color, but it is a similar color, but they're different alliances. So a whole lot of action took place over here. There was a lot of fighting in that northern Borderlands. To give you an idea, that is all the stuff that flipped. Yeah, all of that changed hands. So that's a whole lot of fiefs that changed hands there. Most of it came out of the Yellow Turban's hands. There was a bunch of fiefs that changed hands from Odin to Digital Order and Radiance. I don't think Radiance was out there that much. No, I don't see any Radiance taking stuff. It was all Digital Order out there trying to hold their land. Tons of fights. I mean, it was like the whole Borderlands was lit up on fire. It was pretty cool. Hopping down to the South Borderlands. Now, this area predominantly, historically, is owned by YT. Like, YT loves the south end of the Borderlands. They lock it down every season and hold it like nobody's business. Tonight, there was definitely some fights. There you go. That's what's left. So, quite a few fights took place down there. Really impressed by the fighting that went on in the Borderlands. I did not quite expect that big of a turnout to go out there and start fighting each other. So it was pretty neat. I have to say, it did kind of seem like most Irish get-togethers. You got a bunch of people together, they're all rowdy to do one thing, and then pretty soon a fight breaks out amongst them. So, yeah, there was a little bit of that. There was people working together, and then all of a sudden they were all fighting against each other. It was pretty funny. Looking at the south end of the Borderlands, there you go. Whole bunch of stuff. Flipped hands there. Now this is the fun one. So these are the houses of the Borderlands. Earlier this season, there was literally like 6 houses in the Borderlands. And now we have like a lot. Like Digital Order still leads with 5,850 influence in the region. Radiance second place, 5,200. Partisans jumped up to 2,400. Spartan's Glory came out of nowhere and snatched up 1,800. Autobots came in, got their 1,650. Nightmare even's like, hey, we want some. Came up there, got 1,650. Murder got 1,200. Goblin, like, they had one little hole in the wall at the very back of the Borderlands hiding in the corner, and they came out and they're like, nope, we're going to get some more. So they got themselves 1,200. Vigilantes got 1,050. Fenrir got 900. Midway Kings got 600. Imperium 450. Nanman got 150. Odin got 150. And Goshke even stole a fief out there. Taking a look at Borderlands Prosperity, you remember how on Tuesday I said it's going to dip below 9,000? Yeah, it did. It did a lot. It started at 43,150. Current influence is 33,400. It has the lowest rank wall in the game right now. I think Baroon is level 1. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a wall get to level 1 before. That is insane. But yeah, it did. So it's been flipped a lot this season. I mean, a whole lot. It's a negative 9,750 of the prosperity rating. That's an average fort level of 1. Average town level of 4. Average village level of 1. Like, this place is in ruins. Nobody has a positive renown score anymore over there. The top towns in the region are 900. But there is a little bit of good news. Those people that got new homes out in the Borderlands, you have 5 fief quests that are tier 5, one of which is actually useful. That 140,000 food, you can grab that, turn that in. Turn it in is, if you got anything other than a 20 on your fief quest count, go turn in the food quests in this zone. Those are super easy. Those 2 Genet quests also are super easy. Everybody has Genets. Most of the time when you're wandering around and you want to get fielded, you carry Genets because nobody cares about them. You can lose them, no big deal. Nobody cares. Most of the time you just throw them out. But yeah, there is a lot of really good fief quests in the Borderlands. Be sure to do those. Get ready for next season. It's going to be crazy. I'm betting people are going to come out swinging next season. So gear up now. Get the honor that you can so that you can be ready for next season, because it's coming and we're going to have a lot of fun next season. Let's hop on over to Ungavaria. This was what it looked like on Tuesday. And this is what it looks like now. Yeah, we saw the Spartans of Cone, maybe? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But Imperium largely jumped up into a pocket over there in the far west side, and they started taking stuff. It was pretty good. It was definitely interesting to see them hit there and also in the Borderlands. I'm not sure how they pulled it off with the numbers that they had, but apparently they have some pretty good crews that are able to cap fiefs with smaller numbers. I did not see the numbers on either of those fights, but they were literally fighting in the west and the east at the same time. So that's pretty cool. Looking at the Ungavaria battles, we had a few. Imperium got one from Radiance and Digital Order. Radiance got one from after it was taken. Digital Order lost it, Radiance got it. Imperium got one from Digital Order, Nightmare from Radiance, Imperium from Radiance, and another one from Imperium to Radiance. Taking a look at the houses of Ungavaria, we have Digital Order on top, 7,900 influence. Radiance, second place, 7,800 influence. Atlas, third place, 2,250 influence. Imperium, 900 influence. Nightmare, 300 influence. Taking a look at who won Tuleveros. There was one contender this season, Digital Order. That's it. They came in, they bolted the door after they got in there, and they didn't let nothing touch it. So that would have been a really hard fight for anybody, with YT pretty much locking down that whole zone all season long. They did a really good job of managing their fiefs and keeping people out of that zone most of the season. It's going to be interesting to see how people deal with their newfound ability to attack things. You know, for a while, everyone was afraid of YT. They were hiding in their corners, and YT basically has opened up the door and said, hey, fight us, guys. It'll be fun. So we'll see how next season goes. Digital Order definitely did put up a good fight this season. They deserve Turleveros. They have my absolute respect. They have done a lot of work this season. So congratulations, Digital Order. You guys deserve it. Enjoy it. Now, looking at the prosperity of Ungaveria isn't so well off. 1 or 2 or 3 houses having most of the land in the region is not sustainable. It will continuously degrade, which is hard, because I mean, you could do fief quests, but you cannot keep the fief quests high enough to be able to sustain everything. So you're gonna lose levels. So it started with a 21,900. It went down to a 19,150, lost 2,750. They did manage to upgrade some fiefs though. So the Raseji and Halisto ended at rank 2, which is 1 over what it began at. All the, I believe Horka and Hersigvar also are up 1. But everything else is pretty much down from there. Taking a look at the fief quests, there is actually a 5-star fief quest in Ungaveria that is doable, a Granite quest. You also have a 4-star of Coursers, which is also doable. The Barb quest down there, which is a 3-star, that's not too hard either. So you definitely have some options this week. Those Rebel kits, you most likely have thousands of them. So go ahead and try it out. Go get that honor if you can. And I don't know YT actually needs any honor at this point, but if you do, that's where you want to go. You get that 480 on the right rather than the left. Alright, now I'm going to show you something that's a little different that I'm going to try to incorporate into every season from here on out. This is what Anadolu looked like the very first TW this season. So this is where it was. And this is where it was last Tuesday. Yep, there was a whole lot of action down there. Last Tuesday was pretty hopping. And here's where it ended up tonight. Taking a look at the battles, we had quite a few. There was a lot of action down there. Right before TW kicked off, Revival and YT allied up again. That was an interesting play. Definitely made things a little spicier down there. And we saw House of Lords win a couple from Nightmare. Radiance took one from Nightmare. Revival took one from House of Lords. Cohorts got one from Radiance. Cohorts got another from Radiance. 2 more House of Lords fiefs came from Revival. Hurt over Spartan's Glory. The Phoenix Dawn, a new house, took one from Radiance. Cohorts got one from Radiance. Revival took one from Spartan's Glory. Cohorts took 2 from Radiance. Radiance got one from Imperium. Revival from Spartan's Glory. Hurt from Spartan's Glory. And House of Lords from Hurt. Taking a look at the houses of Anadolu, we have Radiance on top, 9,650. House of Lords second with 3,750. Revival in third place, 1,650. Digital Order in fourth, 1,200. Hurt with 450. And Phoenix Dawn with 150. Taking a look at the fight for Regionopolis, Radiance came in. they said this house is ours, and they have held it ever since. So pretty much what we saw last season was Radiance and Digital Order holding 2 of the capital cities. This season we see it a repeat. It's pretty much like the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They're back in the Regionopolis. Last Legion did have enough influence, but I don't know that they were able to even push there. Now, looking at the regional prosperity of Anadolu, this was one zone that suffered a lot early on. There was a lot of fighting down there. And I have to say, if you look, Radiance actually got a positive renown rating this season. That is quite hard to do down there after something got so leveled. I mean, I believe it was under 3,000 at one time, the prosperity rating in the negative. It started with 22,200. It climbed up a little bit, but it's still at 20,000. 88% of the zone is free houses. 12% ended up in the Legion hands. Negative 2,200. Average fort level is 1. Average town level is 3. Average village level is 1. There are several level 2 villages in Anadolu. There is Bolin by Radiance, which is level 6. That came back up. It was pretty well ruined and has made its way back to the top. So congratulations to Radiance for actually getting a positive score on the board. That was a bit of work to do, no doubt. Now, as for Thief Quest in Anadolu, sorry guys, you don't get any tier 5s this week. You climbed up a little, but not far enough to get those tier 5s. The marble is not too hard, magnetite is fairly easy, ash timber is fairly easy, and those uncommon rebel cavalry kits you probably have if you did some rebel camps. So those are your target Thief Quests this week if you have any left over. Now for the spicy part. Osteria. This is how the map looked at the very first week of the season. Yep, a lot has changed since these times. Here's what it looked like on Tuesday. And here's what it looks like today. Just a few things changed. For the most part, it stands. Notice that blue in the corner has been blue all season long. Agolia was taken for the first time on the Cloudwing Valley server, kept in the hands of the cohorts the entire season. It never changed hands. Congratulations, cohorts. You guys definitely deserved it. I mean, this was the season, and you can mark my words, this was the season that I went from saying, it's just a cohort, to, oh crap, it's a cohort. So, well done, guys. Well done. You guys definitely deserve to stay in that house. You definitely put the fear of cohort in me. Those first few weeks, that was pretty impressive. So, well done to you guys. You definitely deserve it. Enjoy it. Now, looking at the battles of Osteria, it was pretty tame of a night. Most of the fighting was over in the borderlands, so a lot of it wasn't that bad off. So we had Atlas over the cohorts, Knights Templar over C. Atlas lost one to the cohorts. Knights Templar took one from here. Warborn one from Speak. Warborn got one from Knights Templar. Knights Templar from Speak. Atlas got one from the cohorts, and they took one back after Radiance lost it. Looking at the final houses of Osteria, we have Warborn on top with 4,700. Knights Templar, second place, with 4,300. Goshkia, third place, 2,200. Speak with 1,800. Here with 1,750, Atlas with 1,500, Keepers of Light with 350, Eric Dub with 200, and C with 150. Hopping on over to the War for Agolia, the cohorts are the ruler of Agolia. For the next few weeks, they're going to be sitting in that throne, taking selfies. Enjoy it, cohorts. You deserve it. Hopping on over to the Austerian Prosperity. Check that out. You hit 63%, guys. 63%. That's nuts. That's 4,350 over where it started. That's a whole lot of fief questing going on there. Warborn. Dude, seriously, you guys got a level 8 town this season. Congratulations on that. You guys definitely deserved it. Platland managed to get to 8 this week. Fallenberg hit 7. Goshkia doing what Goshkia does. And so what we had was Warborn edging the way above Goshkia in the region with 1,250 influence. Goshkia, with only 4 fiefs, managed to score 1,000. Knights Templar with 8 fiefs was 400? No, 650, I think. My screen just went blurry. I don't know. Pulling it up real quick. Oh, well. So here had 400, and Speak had 300, I think. Running off memory now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's 850 for Knights Templar. Now, if you're still working on fief quests, run them over to Stark. I'm kidding. No, actually, there's better ones. Crudefield has the food quest. That's a legendary food quest. You can get food anywhere. The gray copper, normally at main stat, normally this is a really easy one to get. Like super easy. But the RNGesus does not like us. This is not found anywhere in the land. I have no idea. So you're going to be on your own on that one. But the food one you can get. That's easy. Go grab some, turn it in. Super easy. So hopping over to the top renowned builders. These are the top people that upgrade fiefs. Warborn managed to steal the crown from Goshkia with 1,250. Goshkia in a close second with 1,000. Knights Templar with 850. Here with 400. Speak with 300. Keepers of Light with 200. And Eric Dub with 50. Now this week I got some other slides for you guys. So top houses of Season 7. Radiance took the crown. 21,650 influence. Digital Order with 14,950. Warborn snuck in there. Atlas was there up until tonight. Warborn snuck in there and took third, 4,700. You guys are all going to get little badges on your profiles on the Conqueror's Blade Hub site. Looking at the top alliances, we have Yellow Turbans on top. Who would have guessed it? 40,350. That is 4 times over what Valor had with 9,000. That was quite a campaign they led. Spartans of Cone, literally out of the blues, formed up tonight and got 4,800, took third place. In before the cut, right? That was pretty awesome. Now for new stuff, check this out. So I thought this would be a nice comparison to show you. What you have on the left is where everybody stood on their first week. So that's where everyone ranked on the first week. And then on the right, where they stand now. You'll notice that certain houses are totally vacant from the board. Actually, there's a few houses that are completely vacant from the board. Some of them have come back in some other form. There's been a lot of renaming going on, a lot of houses taking on new identities, new leaders. Like I'd say probably 50% of the houses that we started with all have new leaders now. It's quite substantial. Like I haven't seen this much change in leadership and names and all that as I have in the past 6 seasons. Now I suspect you guys are all going to like this one because the alliance standings is pretty interesting. There you go. So Yellow Turbans quite considerably grew their influence. Just Us is no longer here. Almighty Kings no longer here. Valor, their alliance, the Woodcutters, is no longer here. Hibernia is pretty much still here, and then No Evil is still here. They've been here since get-go. So yeah, there was quite a few changes, a lot of new faces, and it'll be really interesting to see where these houses over here on the right stand next season. Are they going to sit in the same spots, or are we going to see some Titans fall? Are we going to see some of these little guys climb the ladder and take over? It's going to be interesting. I think we're starting to turn that corner and really get to a place where our server is going to see a little more competition. Should be really good. Last but not least, I couldn't have done this show without you guys. We have quite a few Discord supporters, which from what I understand, Revival is going to be checking out and heading to another game. Apparently they travel. They're like a traveling circus of sorts. So all of my people that have supported me this season from Revival, thank you so much for the help. You guys have been great. Insanity, if you're leaving, I'm going to miss you, man. Thank you so much, guys. Ismina has been my data collection assistant the past few weeks. She has carried the torch big time for me. I mean, all hell was breaking loose a couple weeks ago, and she was pulling me through it, helped me get all the numbers in. Definitely a zinger this season with how they took away the ability to see what fiefs each house owns. It's only by alliance now, and then you got to browse the map one at a time to find all the fiefs. It's become a nightmare, but Izzy's been helping me. Thank you to the Discord supporters, Wise Guys, Obes, Cav, Foot Powder, Furhead, Adriana, Kane, Nixu, Tivo, and Zugi Zork. You guys are huge. Thank you so much for supporting the Discord. Now, for those that are wondering, I did take the salt mine out of the Discord. I felt like it wasn't offering anything productive. So if you're looking for salt, YT has a Discord available to you. You can go over there and go to the salt mine, knock yourself out, have a lot of fun. I'm just not digging salt anymore. I'm just old. Sorry, guys. Gotta watch my salt intake. In any case, I will see you guys again soon. We will have a lot of fun next season, so please go forth, grab all the fiefs. Goshkia will not be defending our fiefs this coming drill mode, so feel free to knock yourself out. You guys can all fight over it. Enjoy. See you next time.